Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum continues to be in the uptrend, yeah, which we do expect, yeah, because we never broke the key support area. I need to explain that because a lot of people seem to think that an impulse must turn around at some point. No, impulsive moves can extend out further as long as relevant support areas do hold. That's why we've got these green boxes. They can be used obviously for long entries if you choose to do so, but there is never really a guarantee that we get into these support areas, especially not if you are in a very strong uptrend like this one. These support areas are based on fib support, based on the wave count, yeah. And obviously, if the targets, or if the, let's say, the support area is reached and it holds, it's a confirmation that we are in the expected pullback, like for example here in the wave 4 in green. But as long as we don't even come close to this support area, it can of course move up further. What these fib levels are for, or these support areas are for, they are Fibonacci support levels, which, as you can see here, are usually for wave 4 especially, based on the area between the 50% retracement and the 23.6 retracement. As I often say, I have to move these boxes up with the price, because if the price pushes higher, also these fib levels move higher. Yeah. So I can only say the rally continues to go on until we break below this support area. So it's quite a simple message actually. Yes, I do get some questions. How high can Ethereum go? And the answer is very simply, as long as Ethereum does not break below the support area, the entire rally will continue. And in fact, I do expect it to get at some point here when it's ready to get into the support area, which should be a wave 4, and then continue in a wave 5. So I'm still looking here at another 4-5 ideally to finish off this this rally to the upside. Yeah. And it's not an expected range in which we are. I mean, over the last few weeks, I've mentioned many times that in this move to the upside, we can certainly get into the $1,400 to $1,500 range. So we're not even in the $1,500 range. So, you know, there's still a bit of a way to go. And I think with this move up in the wave 5, then we could get close to the, well, sort of to the, what's the next key resistance? Let's take a look. I mean, certainly the $15 area, but if we look at some structural resistance, certainly we have a range here, which is sort of, yeah, it's a bit hard to define. You could say between these lows, which is at 1490 roundabout, all the way up to 1660. Now that would certainly be at the higher end, but looking at the strength here, after a wave 4 pullback, certainly sort of the $1,500 range would not be out of scope. So yeah, market is doing what it's been doing over the last few weeks. It just continues with the uptrend, making higher highs, higher lows. As long as we're still making higher highs and higher lows, it's very simple as well. The uptrend still continues. You can use trend lines, of course, but this is more like going nearly parabolic these days. So a trend line doesn't last very long. We could try to connect here these two lows, and if we break below this trend line, there could be an indication that wave 4 has started. But yeah, I mean, obviously a good sign that wave 4 has started will be to take out the previous swing low here, and then this wave 4 support area gets relevant. Looks to me currently like we might get even more squiggles here to the upside, and I would then have over the weekend, possibly I would have to increase this support area a little bit further. Yeah, raise it together with the price. Then when we get into it, it might be a long trade possibility as long as the support area holds, with possibly a stop loss below the support area. So that's quite simple actually. Is the low for Ethereum already in? Well, you will remember that I mentioned many times that for Ethereum we don't need another low, we don't need another bear market low. Also for Bitcoin we don't need it, but for Bitcoin the entire structure actually yeah, screams for another low. Let's see if we get it, but I did explain all that in the Bitcoin video. For Ethereum, talked about it many times, and that's actually also the structure on this chart, which I haven't talked about for a long time, but because we now have the long-term video section as a playlist, but we had here the wave 1 to the upside, ABC down. The question is only how low does the wave C go, but it's a 1-2 setup, which actually based on this count doesn't suggest another low below June. So the idea here has been for a while to at some point get to the $3,000 level, But yeah, much more needs to happen for that, of course. Still, even though I've got this structure on the chart because it looks more bullish than Bitcoin's structure, I can't really, we can't really confirm a bear market low is already in until we see those 5 waves here. 1, 2, 3. We currently really only have 3 waves. What we need is this larger 4th and the 5th wave. So we haven't even completed this 3rd. That's my view. Then we should get a 4th and a 5th. Only then we can say with a high likelihood that the bear market low is in. Until then, I'm still looking here at a highly likely ABC structure where the C wave can still come down and then test the $1,000 level, and that's the next decision point. But yeah, short term, such an impulse, they can extend out further. I think we are sort of getting really to the end now because Bitcoin already is at the 4.618 FIB extension. Let's actually see what Ethereum is doing here. Ethereum has done the, oh, it's not even there yet. Ethereum is at the, for this 3rd wave here, is currently at the 3.382 FIB extension, which means next target, that would give you good next targets as well. So we're currently at that exactly at 1460. Next resistance would be 1479, that's the 3.618 extension, and then 1510 is the 400% extension. So we're quite high on these extensions. That's why I usually mention when I'm talking about a wave 3 target that the minimum expectation is the 1.618 extension, which was down here. But obviously they can extend out further, especially if you have more 1-2 setups. And that's why it's always, the message has to be a wave 3 minimum 1.618. Can certainly get to the 2.618. Now getting to the 3.618 is quite strong, yeah, and the 4.618 even stronger. So, but at some point, obviously, it screams for a retracement. I would need to verify, but I've heard that most of these, the drivers of this price currently seem to be retail investors, traders. I'm not sure, I have to verify that. If that's true, it's getting interesting because it might mean that retail interest is slowly coming back into crypto. But hey, we're taking it level by level. I keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.